look at, he was talking about slander. Keep running his name through the mud. There might be a lawsuit connected to this if you don't have real proof.
It is what it is.
It's another great thing by Al Haymon to get one of his guys into a position as $1 million fighter without being really proven as $1 million fighter. Al, he's one of the best at robbing, right? This would be a great robbery. Lee, this is the third time Deontay Wilder is going to get a check with a much lower opponent than what he was supposed to face because the opponent he was supposed to face comes in dirty. Totally not Deontay's fault. Outside looking in, you're like, damn, champ, you deserve that number 30 ranked guy now because the number 5 didn't show up. This is his third time doing this. That's a great robbery if it is one big plan and not a coincidence that every time this guy fights someone, they're testing dirty in the top 5. The only thing that makes this thing a conspiracy now is that stupid video he put out about knowing, about having eyes out there. People, if you know someone's dirty, stay away from them. What do you like? The whole video is just dumb. Whatever, Lee. We will see. Time will tell. Time will tell.
He's not a bright guy. The video does not help him.
I didn't think it helped him at all. No, if I was Al Haymon, I would have sat him back down and retold him the blueprint, if it's actually a blueprint behind all of this.
Look, the reason the country is uneasy and the reason the heavyweight division is let's say this. Deontay Wilder and President Trump have something in common. They should get the hell off of social media and shut the hell up. The world would be a better place.
True.
WBC Cruiserweight Champion Mairis Briedis scored a 12-round unanimous decision over Mike Perez to defend his world title and advance to the semifinals of the World Super Series Saturday night at a sold-out Riga Arena in Riga, Latvia. Andrew, are you piping in the Super Series at all?
Actually, I did not catch this fight. No, Lee, that's why
I don't think anybody is because it's not being televised. Ugly fight with lots of clinches and wrestling. Briedes was cut over the left eye. The third round was from a head clash. Perez was docked some points.
Really surprised Perez.
Here's the thing. Here's the difference for anybody listening. Why we're not covering this? Because the Super Series and the Super 6 are not being handled the same way. That's all there is to it.
But hold on, Lee. You did just cover it. Don't say that.
But the Super 6 actually had television coverage in the United States.
Yes, and I believe they're still trying to work that out. I think they did something with AT&T this week.
Work it out. We're at the semifinals, bro.
Yeah. Well, hey.
It's
over.
What
it is, right? They're still trying.
They're going to get it right by the end.
I'm telling you, Perez losing probably didn't help the cruiserweight tournament, though. That's a fact, because now it's almost strictly European fighters.
Yeah, right. It's not going to make its way here.
Yeah, you've got to be a diehard to watch this. Now, let me tell you, though, hold on. HBO looks like they're going that way big time, so who knows, Lee? Maybe the finals end up some way, make their way there. But with that Eddie Hearn signing, they're already taking like the light heavyweight fight that Dmitry Bivol or whatever, who's fighting for Andre's titles. That's going to HBO, and there's another fight from over there in the UK, I believe, that's going to HBO here in the next few months. So HBO is definitely reaching out across the pond here because of what's going on with Top Rank and them.
I know we jumped right into it, Andrew, and I'm going to take a breather here because we have a lot of news stories to cover. Are you a morning game or an afternoon game today?
Afternoon. We played Denver today, 1 p.m.
Tough day for you.
Hey, you know what? I'm hoping. Hey, listen, I'm hoping Lee.
I'm starting him as quarterback too. I don't like your secondary.
Yeah, no doubt. No, I understand.
They're going to light your secondary up like
especially if the protesting hasn't ended. Look at Lee. There's a lot of rumors out here that this offensive side of the ball just wasn't in an agreement going out on the field.
Hold on, for anybody listening, we're talking about the Raiders versus Denver. Normally we do a talk at the top of the show. Hi everyone, I'm Lee Honors. That's Andrew Labouche. We just went right into it because of this crazy ass Deontay Wilder stuff. No, I'm not cutting anything out. I like the beginning of the show.
All right.
I'm just reintroducing ourselves. For those of you that are brand new to the show, Andrew is the impassioned sports writer. I am your average, everyday asshole who is contrary to everything. My job is to try to make you laugh. If I make Andrew laugh, I believe I make at least Andrew's family laugh. So we do actually have a lot of people who listen to the show. We do appreciate all of you listening to the show. We do 2 shows a week. Sign up for both. Just go to fightnetradio.com. I push the iHeartRadio app above everything else because it works on both phones. People have iHeartRadio in the car. You can listen to Fight Net Radio wherever you are. We do 2 shows. This show, and then on Wednesdays we do a show called Ask a Bookie. We bring on Bobby the Bookie Capucci, and we break down whatever sports he wants to talk about, mostly MMA and grappling. That's because we're both into it. We've broken down Major League Baseball, NHL last week. We gave you all the... He's got 6-team parlays still live at this moment as we're recording the show. 2 6-team parlay cards that he gave out on the air. And he goes, I'm there. These are slam dunks.
These are slam dunks. That's nice.
He had Clemson giving up the points. Like, he's doing really well in his betting. If you're a degenerate, and you probably are because you listen to this show, my advice is on iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, iHeartRadio, whatever it is, just type in Fight Net Radio. Just Google it. Find something that you're comfortable listening to the show on. This show is just about boxing, and there's a reason for it. In 2006, Andrew and I started talking about boxing, and we really haven't stopped. I've had a few breaks because I've had some breaks with reality where I needed a rest. And you can go on YouTube and type in my name and see those breaks with reality. They required great deals of rest after my breaks with reality. And they were huge breaks with... I'm thinking about doing it again. Have we had this discussion yet?
Yes, we have.
For my 50th birthday, I want to do the hat trick. I want to do the Pan Am Games, cage fight, world championships, all in a 90-day period. I bet you I can get a sponsor for that.
I don't know, man.
I have a tune-up at the end of this month. I have a world... And anybody wondering, I'm talking about...
I bet you the under would be the favorite. Unders? Yeah. Would he get past 1 or 2?
I'm going to the Pan Am Games, that's for sure, and I'll probably go to the World Championships. The cage fight's a little sketchier. Hi, everyone. And for all of Andrew's family who wonder, just go to my Facebook page, Lee Honish, @Lee. Follow me, Twitter, Facebook. I'm actually going to start up our Instagram again. I'm going to start doing daily sports posts. That'll all be coming, adding more content for you guys, because there's people listening to this shit, Andrew. We're working on trying to keep this show clean so you can listen to it in the car. Andrew and I are both dads. He's the one who gets drunk and loses his mind, and the show gets out of control. Don't believe me? Go listen to the last episode. That will be the benchmark hallmark episode of Andrew losing his mind.
Marilyn Manson was injured in New York City, Lee.
There's a segue I didn't see coming. I would go with Mayweather, Mosley, Jones Jr., Klitschko, Ward, and Marquez are all retiring this year, but all right.
I'm just looking up news. I'm just throwing it out there. Anyone who wants to know.
So for anybody wondering, Andrew writes what I'm... we're back to the old format. Andrew writes the news. I report it in a fashion. Andrew comments. Then I say something funny. That is the traditional format of this show. When you hear shows that are not like that, that means that Andrew or I is in Las Vegas or there's a big fight, and it's just simply out of control and off the hook. Again, go back and listen to the Canelo fight, and you'll see what Andrew's like when he's out of control. I threatened to turn off the recorder twice during that show. Mayweather, Mosley, Jones, Klitschko, Ward, and Marquez all retired this year. Who will make the 2022 Hall of Fame? Who makes a return to boxing? All right, let's go through it. Mayweather will fight again. He just bought a Beverly Hills mansion.
With McGregor's face on it, Lee.
Yeah, I know.
What the hell is that
I don't know
about?
how much of that I believe or that's his stage. Because I think he likes Las Vegas more.
Yeah, and that's for taxes, right? You go out and spend a big...
you have to. Yeah, a house is a great write-off. Buy it all cash.
Right
the
away.
Taxes are a great write-off. You want that. Yes. And he probably took a loan on it. He probably has. I'll guarantee that Mayweather has a loan on it because you can write. This is a homeowner. You can write off the interest.
Right.
Yeah, that's a smart move. Will Mayweather be back? I absolutely believe Mayweather will be back. Why wouldn't he?
Right now I don't know who the opponent would be.
I'll tell you exactly what makes sense.
It was too good. Don't you dare say Pacquiao again.
Well, Pacquiao has to beat Horn, and then he can fight Mayweather.
He's not even fighting Horn now. No, Manny totally dropped out. Manny and Top Rank are at it again, Lee. They're not coming together. Top Rank still wants Terrence Crawford. We all know that. The ball has to keep moving. See, what Manny's trying to do here is act like he doesn't have, 6, 7 losses already?
So the analogy you're giving me is the John Cena Roman Reigns analogy. So you're saying that the old fighters have to put over the young talent.
Top Rank knows what they're doing. This is Top Rank had done this many times. Okay.
By the way, for anybody wondering, I just compared professional boxing to fake professional wrestling. I just did.
Yeah.
And I actually think that most of the time, fake professional wrestling is more real and more athletic than boxing.
No, I don't.
Oh,
that's a lie. That's a lie.
That's
no. We have old sayings in boxing that people tend to forget sometimes, like don't leave it in the hands of the judges.
The fight's fixed.
Yeah, if you're
the fight's
you're
fixed.
in the fight.
The one that always sticks with me is the fight's fixed.
Then don't
Nevada
leave it in the hands of the
Don't
judges.
let Adelaide Bird score your fight. Where do you want to go with this, Andrew?
She's been there for years. I know where to go with it. Do you want me to tell you how De La Hoya should try to solve this problem?
Why don't you tell me who Mayweather's going to fight?
I told you I don't know as of right now because Triple G.
But you know he's going to fight again, right? You know he can't leave it alone.
If there was somebody there, yes, I do. Like right now, the best fight for him is a rematch with McGregor. I'm dead serious.
I don't know why he doesn't take that, but McGregor's... Here's the thing, McGregor's ego, and I'll say this for everybody, I believe that McGregor really does want to be the best, and I think he really believes he's the best. And by the way, he's not even the best in the UFC. He's just well promoted. I think he has to fight Diaz, and I think he has to beat Diaz. I think he has to keep establishing that MMA thing. Now McGregor's looking at long-term... Here's the thing everybody forgets. Long-term promotional deals and sponsorship, right? McGregor wants to quit in the next couple of years. That's obvious. He's got enough money. He can quit and raise a kid and, right, all the hard work's over. He fought as hard as he could. Now you want to get sponsorship deals for the rest of your adult life and be a professional speaker and all of that stuff, right? Try hard and be... Because for those of you who don't know, McGregor's story is mind-blowingly fantastic. He could be a motivational speaker, talking about coming from nothing, fighting his way up, being told he would never make it, becoming the champion, fighting Mayweather, making $100 million, still defending all his titles, going back, fighting Mayweather one more time, walk away, and he could start speaking at $100,000 a pop, okay? That's out there. That's a real thing for McGregor at this moment. I think he needs to put a little... You can't go out on a loss, so he's got to put a little cherry on top of that. So I wouldn't be surprised if... He's got to go through Diaz. He's probably got to defend his belt, so expect him to be in the UFC for the next couple of months.
He's not fighting Diaz if he can somehow get Mayweather back up. He's not fighting Diaz if he can somehow get Malignaggi in the cage. See, right now the rumor is he's trying to get Malignaggi in MMA rules. Now
that's not going to happen.
But hold on. Now going into that fight, Malignaggi's in the same position McGregor was going into the ring. Yeah, it's suicide, people. Of course. But has Malignaggi ever made the type of money he's about to make on the percentage he's about to get going into the cage?
Paulie would do it. Paulie's a doorknob.
So that's what I'm saying. McGregor's not looking at Diaz in December. He's looking at Malignaggi if Malignaggi would do it because people, they're going to watch. Oh, it's a suicide. Listen, Malignaggi at 154, at 40-something years old, what is Malignaggi? High 30s, early 40s? He's done. He is done in the cage, but we're all going to watch. Everyone's going to tune in. Didn't 4.4 million buy the pay-per-view and another 100 million watch it live on Facebook? We all watched that murder. We knew it was Everybody knew the outcome of that fight unless you're a UFC fan or a McGregor fan. Everyone else knew. And some UFC, I won't even say all you UFCs. You McGregor fans, the ones that were saying McGregor had a shot, you were the only ones. Everybody else knew what the